You might think Denji, being the protagonist of Chainsaw Man, would be the strongest character in the series, but how does he actually rank against the other members of Squad 4? Keep watching as we get a deeper look into each member of the squad and seeing just how strong they are in the process. A special mention of the beloved founder of Squad 4, Makima. She is beautiful, yet powerful. No wonder Denji can't wait to cop a feel off her.
本気俺のゴールそれは胸だ
But to do her real justice, we have an entirely separate video just about her, plus the fact that she doesn't play an active role in the team itself as the founder of the unit. So without further ado, let's jump right in, starting with who ranked from the weakest to the strongest. Hirokazu Arai, the first one on the list and whom we think is probably the weakest. He's a minor character whom we see in the team that was assigned to deal with the Eternity Devil. As a devil hunter, he is contracted with the Fox Devil. Himeno, Aki's partner, comments that he is actually quite lacking in ability, but does have enough drive to make up for it. Moving on, we have Fushi and Madoka taking the next spot on our list. We saw these two as a part of Squad 4 during the newbie welcome party scene. The two of them didn't really play much of a role in the story as Fushi was killed and Madoka ended up resigning from the public safety devil hunters during the Katana Man arc. Kobeni, the lovable nervous wreck, is next on our list. We first see her as being somewhat cowardly at the start of the series, prone to breaking down and losing her composure. It turns out, though, that she is more than capable of holding her own in a fight. During her encounter with Katana Man and Akane, we see her show some crazy athletics, running up the Snake Devil and dealing quite a bit of damage to the Katana Man, cutting off his arm, forcing both him and Akane to retreat. Himeno, Aki's partner, was a devil hunter who had a contract with the Ghost Devil. She could control the devil's right arm by moving her own arm to move the way she desired it. It was shown to be quite powerful as it was able to deal some damage to the Eternity Devil. She also shows proficiency in hand-to-hand combat, incapacitating Kobeni after her attempt to kill Denji. Sadly, she only gains access to the full power of the Ghost Devil only by sacrificing herself to it, losing her entire body and leaving nothing behind. Beam, our first fiend on the list, also known as the Shark Fiend, has a unique appearance and a rather strange sense of loyalty to the main character Denji. Beam looks like a human but has a shark snout in place of his eyes and forehead. Beam has shown a lot of endurance, being able to take multiple explosions in his encounter with Dreze. He is able to dive into any surface and move as if he were swimming on it. He also has the standard abilities of a fiend, being able to regenerate himself from drinking blood, as well as having increased strength and durability. As a fiend, he is quite strong, but his abilities are not that powerful when compared to the other characters in this list. Princey is the Spider Devil. A loyal subordinate to Makima, she usually takes on a very humanoid form. That is, until she reveals her multiple legs capable of shredding through multiple opponents at a time. Similar to Beam, she has also shown the ability to submerge herself into the ground and emerge at any time, surprising opponents who have no clue where she is. The Angel Devil, an interesting character, is a devil that embodies the fear of angels. While not particularly powerful in close combat, the Angel Devil possesses the unique ability of absorbing the lifespan of whomever he touches. Using the absorbed lifespans, he is able to make powerful weapons that have unique properties. The more lifespans used, the stronger the weapon. He also has angel-like wings on his back that are able to deflect bullets as a form of defense. Powerful as he may be, he's not a fighter and would rather laze if he gets the chance. The Violence Fiend, who also goes by the name Galgali, is quite the mystery. Not much is known about how strong he is, as he never got a chance to really show it off. He's unique in the sense that he's actually more of a pacifist, which contrasts his own name, the Violence Fiend. However, from what we've actually seen, he possesses an immense amount of strength, being able to take on a lot of opponents in hand-to-hand combat. To add to this, the mask that he wears actually serves the purpose of holding him back by releasing poison. We see him open his mask during the fight with the Darkness Devil, but due to the power difference, he died rather quickly and we weren't exactly able to see how strong he was. Aki, always calm and collected, is one devil hunter we get to know quite well during the series. As the story progresses, we see him make contracts with various devils. Starting off first with the devil we see him utilize, the Fox Devil, able to swallow other weaker devils and end these fights in an instant. The Future Devil, which allows him to see a few seconds into the future, helping him in close range fights as he's able to essentially predict his opponent's moves and act accordingly. Lastly, we have his contract with the Cursed Devil, granting him a powerful sword that resembles a spike or a nail. After 3 strikes or stabs with the sword, he's able to summon the Cursed Devil, inflicting heavy damage on the opponent, potentially killing them. This power does come with a drawback, as he sacrifices a bit of his lifespan each time he uses it. Along with that, he has quite the endurance, tanking hits from the Katana Man, facing the Darkness Devil, and so on. Power, Squad 4's uncontrollable problem child, is up next on our list. As the Blood Devil, she has total control over her blood, able to make deadly weapons that can strike enemies down in an instant. With this power, she typically makes weapons such as mallets or swords to cut down enemies with. By drinking blood, she can increase her strength even more, seen in the size of her horns and her fiend form. She also has better regenerative powers from drinking blood than other devils, as she is the Blood Devil. We see her access her devil form after her revival from Denji's body. In this form, her overall abilities, including her blood manipulation, increases. In this form, she's able to make thousands of blood swords and spears with the blood surrounding her, dealing devastating damage to her opponents. Kishibe, the mysterious old man, originally came from Special Division 1 and was later assigned to train Denji in power after their encounter against Katana Man. Laid back and mostly seen with a chill expression on his face, he's able to hold up against Denji and power, not even breaking a sweat. This is very impressive, as he is purely a human without supernatural abilities. Make no mistake though, he is very strong, killing Denji in power multiple times during their training and being able to deal serious damage to multiple strong opponents. He's really quick and has superhuman reflexes, as seen in his fights. He's also managed to survive getting thrown off a building, landing on the roof of a car that got crushed under the weight of his fall. He has also made some contracts with a few devils, though we never see this in action in the series. Everyone's favorite, Chainsaw Man, aka Denji, takes the top spot as the strongest character in Squad 4. To start off, let's talk about his regular hybrid form. In his regular hybrid form, chainsaws emerge from Denji's head and arms as he becomes Chainsaw Man. He has increased strength, being able to hack and saw into most of the opponents he faces. He's shown increased endurance, able to withstand hits, explosions, and even being set on fire for extended periods of time. Over time, we see him get creative with how he uses his chainsaws. He gains the ability to retract the chainsaws on his arms if needed. We also see him release the chains on his chainsaws when fighting, using these chains to wrap around his opponent or use them in other ways as well. With enough blood, he's able to heal himself from most injuries, even from missing limbs and decapitation. The true form of Chainsaw Man, his full devil form, grants him access to a whole new look and increases his abilities even further. He was able to absolutely destroy the 7 hybrids that were ordered to kill him. He was sent to hell by Makima, but it didn't take long for him to massacre the devils in his way to return with no injuries. Furthermore, he was sent to space, but survived by regenerating from a heart that he threw back down to Earth as it was burning up, showcasing just how powerful his regeneration is. In this form, Denji does not seem to be fully conscious, but his personality still seems to influence how he acts. With all the abilities listed, we can definitely agree that the Chainsaw Devil is the most fearsome devil there is. Whether they may be human, fiend, or hybrid, everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. So, do you think anyone deserves to rank higher in Squad 4?